All right, so sorry for the interruption. I guess there was some network problem. So, yeah, I was asking, have you installed this Git on your systems or you haven't installed? All right, so if you haven't installed, then do install them on your system, okay? And I will be just telling you some basic things that why do we need Git, okay? And what is the use of that?
Sir,
Now, yeah.
after we downloaded it, it is showing a blue page, sir. We have sent the photo in the group, which is showing about introduction, license, and everything.
One second. Like, which photo you have sent? This release notes one in the WhatsApp group you are saying.
Yes, sir. Yes.
No, is it showing this page? Release
Yes,
notes.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Like it has installed on your system, no? Like after installing, it is
Yeah.
showing this, no?
After installation. Yes, sir.
No problem. So, like if you search on your system, no, just type Git. It will show you this Git GUI and Git Bash. So just check this. Is it showing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that means it is installed on your system. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so like we'll see that why we are studying Git and like what is the need of like Git. Like suppose what happens, like there is a project. Okay, there is a project. Okay, in these like there are multiple files are there, but for simplicity, what I'm doing that I'm like considering this as a text file. Okay, so there are different developers are there. Like this is one developer, this is one developer. Okay, all of them are in different locations. All right, so what happens that I give the task to one person that okay, this person will write the okay date and time. Okay, this person will write the date and time uh, in the okay, this person will write date and time whenever any changes are done. Okay, whenever any changes are done in this file, the name of this file is project file, and this person writes okay, writes something to the text file. Okay, this person write some things to the text file. Okay, so like suppose this person write like this is my okay, so like that was some network problem. Okay, uh, I'll share my screen. Okay, so I was telling you this that suppose like this is person A and this is person B. Okay, so A has written over here like this is my um, first line. Okay, this is my first line that A has written. Then what will B do? B will add the date and time in this. Suppose today is 18 July, so he will write 18 July 20. Okay, now what will he do? He will again write some other line. Okay, so this is his second line. Okay, so this will be written by A. Now B will come and he will write, suppose he wrote this line tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow was 19 July 20. Okay, so okay, so what will happen that first A will do the task. Okay, A will do some task on this file, that is project file, and then B will do some task on this file. Okay, So now suppose another developer comes, okay, his task is also to add lines, okay, to this project. Now what will happen that that this, okay, now what will happen that suppose A wants to write the third line, okay, so A will write third line, okay, then he will add the date, like suppose 20 July 20, okay. So like what is the problem in this, that whether A should, whether A should write this third line or whether C should write this third line, okay. So like only one of them can write a line at a time, okay. So first they need to discuss with each other that who wants to write a line, and then they will write a line, okay. So like what happens is that as my project continues, so what will happen now, suppose that I want to see, I want to see uh, what was my file, okay, on 18th July, okay, what was my file on 18th July. Now like what I have to do, I have to copy this file, okay, I'll copy this file because I don't want the changes to be done in the original file. I'll copy this file and then I'll delete all these things, okay, because on 18th July this was my project, okay. So like this is a problem step for me, like I have to copy this file and then I have to do changes in my text file, okay. So like what happens is that um, suppose a software is developed, so this is, okay, so this is my version 1, okay, then comes version 2, version 2, then comes version 3, all right. So what we will do that we will maintain these versions, okay, uh, in a separate file, all right. So I guess this won't be making much sense to you, okay. So like we'll just go into Git and see like actually what is it, okay. So basically Git, it is a version control system, okay. Okay, so the example of version control is like this. Suppose I have a file, okay, this is my file, I made some changes in the file, okay. Now this, the name of the file is same, but there are some additional changes that have come. Now I have made some or more changes in this file, okay. So okay, so what happens that if I want to maintain all these versions, okay, if I want to access any of the version, like this is my version 1, this is my version 2, this is my version 3, okay. So using Git I will be able to access any version of my file, okay. Using Git I will be able to access any version of my file. So like what happens is that suppose like there is a website, okay, suppose there is a website, okay, there is a website which is running, okay, which is running, no problem in that. Now suppose a new feature, okay, new feature they are trying to, okay, they wanted to add to the website, okay, and as soon as they added the new feature, the website, okay, got crashed, and we cannot afford like getting a website crashed, okay. So suppose when they added a new feature in this website, okay, now the website got crashed. So can you tell me how will they get out of this? Will they try to like find the bug in the code that where it has gone wrong? Like what should be the approach in this? Okay, so what has happened that it will take a lot of time if I want to debug it, like why the site has gone down. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to a previous version of this website. I'll go to previous version of this website. Okay, where this feature is not there. Okay, so when I added this feature, then only the website got crashed. So I'll go to the previous version of the website, then it will start working again. Okay, and this debugging and all this I can do it later. Okay, so that is the use of version control, that we can go back to any version of my um, okay, of my software, of my file. Okay, anything that I want to say. DevOps system isn't used. uh so Tanaka, I'm not aware about this DevOps. Okay, so I don't know about this. All right, so okay, so like just remember this, that Git is a version control system, and we will be seeing that how these things are done in Git. Okay, and we have, like, we have this Git and we have this GitHub. Okay, so basically what this GitHub does, that GitHub will uh, it is a web, it is a hosting website. Okay, hosting website. Okay, where Git repositories, Git repositories are um, okay, hosted. Okay, it is a website where Git repositories are hosted. So we'll see that what is a Git repository. Okay, um, all right, so let's see how we create. Now this is my desktop. Okay, I'll create a new folder in this. I'll create a new folder in this Git Git. Okay, just it is the name. I'll create first Git. Okay, so I have created this. I have created this folder. Now what will I do? When I created this folder, I'll right click there and then I will go to this git bash here. Okay, I'll uh, I'll come to this. Now what will happen, that this directory that I have, first git, okay, this folder that I have, uh, okay, so first what I need to do, I need to make this a git repository. Okay, this first git, I need to make it a git repository. So I'll use this command, git init dot. Okay, so what it will do, it will create a git repository in this, and okay, it will create a git repository. Now what will we do, that we'll see ls minus lart. If I write like this, then I will be getting a .git folder. Okay, so this folder is hidden, so I cannot see this folder. So all the things of like version control will be maintained inside this file. Okay, in this folder, .git folder. And how I create a git repository? Okay, I just go to the folder, okay, which I want to create a git repository, and then I'll write this git init dot. Okay, so then it will create a git repository. Okay, so what is the meaning of this creating git repository? That now git will be able to do version control in this directory. Okay, in this folder. All right, so now what we will do, I'll create a file in this. I'll create a new file, text file in this. So okay, so like file, Okay, I created a file, and inside this file, okay, so when I created this, okay, I have created this file over here. Now what will we do? Like, suppose I want to check if any changes are done in this directory. I will run this command, git status. Okay, when I run this git status, it will tell me what are the changes that has been done in my file, or sorry, in my folder. Okay, so here it has shown me that there is a file.txt, which is untracked file. Okay, so now we will see that like what is the meaning of untracked file. Okay, so basically, one second, there are various life cycle for my file. I'll show you like this. Okay, so git, okay, so git file, okay, life cycle. Okay, so how we will proceed in this. Okay, so like here I created this folder, that is new git. Okay, I created this folder, and inside this I created a like file. Okay, I gave this file name as file.txt. Okay, so like for this file, okay, when I created this file, it will be in the untracked state. Okay, so the meaning of untracked state is that the git, okay, git will not track this file. The meaning of untracked state is that, I don't know why I'm creating this. I'll just remove this line. Untracked state. Okay, so the meaning of untracked state is that if I make any changes in this file, okay, so those changes will not be tracked by my this git. Okay, so if I want that my file should be tracked by this git, okay, so I will use some command. Okay, and then this file will come into staging. Okay, so when a file will come into staging, that means then what will happen, whatever changes that I will make in my file, okay, those changes will, okay, changes will be, okay, changes will be monitored. Okay, so let's see how it happens. Like for, if you see over here, okay, so I have this first git folder and I have this file, and okay, so okay, I can use control plus to magnify this. All right, so here you can see when I run this git status command, it will show me the status of all the files that are there in this folder. So you can see that this is file.txt. Now what will I do, that I will add this file. Okay, so first this file is in untracked state, then I'll add this file to the staging area. Okay, I'll write like this, git add, okay, file.txt. Okay, so by writing this command git add file.txt, it will okay, now it will track this file. Okay, it will track this file, that is file.txt. Now I'll see the git status. So you can see that it is showing green. Earlier it was showing red, that untracked file. Now it is showing green. Just forget this, whatever is written over here, na? Changes to be committed and all. Okay, so now this file has been added to my staging area. That means if I do any changes in this file, then uh, it will show me over here if any changes have happened in the file. Okay, let's see like whether it will see keep track of the changes. So this is my first line. Okay, this is my first line, that this I have written in this. Now I'll see git status. See, now it has told me that this file has been modified. Okay, so now you can see that git is now um, tracking this file. If any changes will be made in this file, it will notify me that some changes has been done in this file. Okay, so what will we do? Okay, so now it has gone to staging, and I used this command. Okay, what command I used? I use this command git add, okay, file dot txt. Okay, when I wrote this command, then this file got into the staging area. Now what will I do? That it will, okay, now the next state that I have is unmodified, unmodified state. Okay, so suppose like I made some changes, okay, in my file, so it will show me that some changes are done. Okay, so if I want that git should remember these changes, okay, later also, so for that I need to use, okay, I will do a commit. Okay, when I do a commit, then what will happen, that that particular change which was done in the file will be saved by git. Okay, and then it will show me that my file is current now unmodified. Let's see this step. Okay, let's see this step, how this happens. I have written like this. Okay, so this file has been modified, so it is showing me this. Now what will I do? I'll use this command git commit. Okay, I'll write the file name file.txt. Okay, I'll write a message. Okay, minus m means message. I'll write first commit. Okay, so after writing this statement, what will happen, that it will save all the changes that were done. Okay, and those changes will be saved by git. Okay, or you can say that version of my file will be saved in my git. Now if I run the git status, now if I run the git status, then it will show me that there is nothing to commit right now. That means those changes, okay, whatever had happened, I have saved, git has saved those changes. Okay, and the changes are stored in the .git folder. Okay, so okay, and I can also see like this, git git log. Okay, this is a command in which I can see whatever commits that I have done over here. So like when I run this command git status now, okay, so now you can see that no changes are being displayed. That means that file has gone into unmodified state now. All right, so okay, so this is the unmodified state. Now suppose I again do some changes in my file. Okay, let's see. Now I'll do again some changes in a file. This is my first line, and then I'll write this is my second line. Okay, I'll do the change, and I'll save this file. This is my second line. Now I'll see in git what is the status. Okay, so now you can see that it is showing me modified. So you can see that, okay, now like git is keeping track of everything that is there in the file, and it is showing me that some modification has been done in my file. Okay, so now this file has come into a state known as modified. Okay, now this file has come into a modified state. And okay, now what will I do? I will again commit. Okay, I will again commit this. I'll commit this modified state, then again it will come to the unmodified state. So what will I do? I'll write like this: git commit. Okay, file. Okay, so you here also you can use this tab file.txt. Okay, -m. So this is our second commit. Okay, so now it will show that this is my second commit. Now let's see git status. Okay, so now the file is in my unmodified state. Okay, okay, so in this way we can see the um, okay, keep track of the versions of my file. Okay, whatever changes I have made in my file. Okay, so this was my first version, so I can say when I wrote this line, this is my first line, that was my version 1 of this file. When I wrote this line, this is my second line, this was my uh, second version of my file. All right, so we'll see like what versions are there in my file. So if I write git log and I'll write the file name. Okay, so it will show me, see, there was first commit. Okay, uh, okay, first commit was done by Aman, and it is showing me that this was the time 5:34 is at this time there was the first commit done, and second commit was done at this time 17. Okay, 17:38, that means 5:38 the second commit was done. Okay, so in this way we can see all the versions of my file, and also I can access these versions also. Okay, also I can access these versions also. Now how can I like access a particular version of my file? Just wait for 1 minute. Okay, okay, so suppose I want to come back to this version of my file. Okay, this first commit that I done. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy this hash that it has created. Okay, so what you do, you just select this part. Okay, so it will automatically be copied. You don't need to copy, right click and copy. Okay, if you select it, it will automatically be copied. Now what you do, you write this command git checkout. You copy this hash over here and just write the name file.txt. Okay, so now what will happen, if you check this file, so it has come to my first commit version. Okay, when I made the first commit, that version of my file I have got. Okay, and okay, so now if I want to come back to the like latest commit, latest version of my file, I'll again use this command git checkout. Okay, and file.txt. Okay, so now if I'll check what is inside my file, so you can see that it has come to the latest version. Okay, so are you able to follow whatever I am doing? Are you having any difficulty in understanding this? Yeah, please tell. Are you able to understand whatever we have done till now? Okay, so like in this way, we can maintain different versions of my file. Sudanaka, is your mic not working? Like you're writing in the chat. Okay, so she has asked. Okay, no problem. So you are asking that while checking out why there is no data loss. Like what is the meaning of why there is no data loss? I didn't get that. Like what is happening now? It is coming back to the previous version of the file. That's it. It is coming back to the previous version of the file. And if you're talking about like how it is able to generate the previous version or new version, so all the information has been saved by Git, okay, in that .git folder. Okay, so what does like Git does, like you are asking about that now, that why the data is not being lost. Okay, so what will Git do? Git stores, okay, whenever I do a commit, okay, whenever I do a commit, okay, Git, okay, whenever I do a commit, Git will store the snapshot, okay, snapshot of the folder. Okay, so snapshot is like at that point of time, whatever is the state of my file, okay, that will be stored using this Git. Okay, okay, so like the example is like this. Okay, so I made a commit, I did a commit one. Okay, so when I did the commit one, like this, the name of my file is file. Okay, so all the things that were there in the file, like in okay, all the information about this file will be stored in that .git folder. Okay, all the information will be stored in the .git folder. Now from this commit, okay, so this was my commit one, then I will go to commit two. I will go to commit two. Okay, so okay, so now the changes are made in the file. Okay, so like it will now when I did the second commit, it will take a snapshot of this file. Okay, it will take a snapshot of this file. Snapshot means that whatever is the current state of my file right now, okay, whatever is the current state of my file right now, it will save it, okay, in this .git folder. It will keep track of this. So all the things will be done automatically by Git. Okay, so like this is the way we do the changes.
Sir,
Yeah, like
when we are trying to commit the changes,
mm-hmm.
it is asking, please tell me who you are. It is not, you know,
Okay,
making the
okay,
commitment, sir.
okay, it is not
It's
doing the
not
commit.
saving the changes done.
Okay, okay, so like I forgot to tell you this step, that like you have created this Git repository, so you need to define like what is the name. Okay, so like why is it required, like okay, why is it required to write your name? Because I have written my name already earlier, no? So that's why in my this folder it is working. Like you did some changes, okay, you okay, like there was a version 1, you did some changes on it, on the file, and you created a version 2. Okay, so now a developer sees that you have done some changes and he wants to contact with you. Okay, so okay, so in this Git repository your name and email should be mentioned, so that that developer can contact you, that like what changes you made in this. Okay, so what you do, if you want to write your name, you just write like this: git config minus minus global, okay, user dot name. Okay, so this I have already written, so you can also write. Okay, you have to specify your name, okay, and you have to specify your email address. Git config global user dot email. Okay, so this is my email. Okay. So when you run this command, then okay, so then your name and email address will be attached to the this git repository that is there. So like Gayatri, please tell, like after this are you able to commit? Like you can write like
Yes,
this.
I'm doing it. 1 minute, sir.
Okay. So you write like this, commit.
Yes, sir. I'm able to do it. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Okay, so like this step is like mandatory. Okay, I forgot to tell you this. Okay, so you have to specify your username and email address in this. Now like I will give you another example. Now suppose what happens, multiple people are working on a single file. Okay, on a single file. So what do you think, that should these people directly work on this master file? Should these people directly work on this master file, or should these people create their own copy of this master file? Okay, should they create own copy of this master file and then do the changes, and after communicating with everyone, okay, okay, then try to change this, then try to make the changes in the master file? So what do you say, that should these people directly make changes in the master file or the central file that is over there? Okay, so like they should not do changes in the master file directly. Okay, so they should keep uh, a particular copy of the master file, okay, with them, and make the changes in them only. Okay, and when they are sure that it will not create any problem, then they should try to make the changes to the master file. Okay, so in this also what happens, that I created this file dot text. Okay, I created this file. So this is my master file. Okay, and here we say like master file it as branch. Okay, okay, here we call this thing as a branch. Okay, so branch refers to uh, a particular, okay, a particular copy of my file, or of my whole git repository. Okay, so what will happen, that like this is, like this is my file dot text. Okay, this is my file dot text. This is currently being worked on this line. Okay, it is under this branch, or you can say this is a master. Okay, master. Okay, master file. Okay, master central repository that I have. Okay, now suppose another developer comes. Okay, and his name is like, I'll write it as Aman. Okay, another developer comes, he want to make changes to this file. Now he don't want to make the changes to the file which belongs to this person. Okay, we can call it, call him as like master. Okay, we can call him as a person. Okay, this is a master and this is Aman. Okay, so what will this person do, he will copy this file. Okay, he will make a copy of this file, and he will uh, he will work on this file. Okay, so this file will be different. Okay, this file will refer to the branch and this file will refer to the Aman. Okay, Aman. Now let's see how will we do this. Okay, in git what will I do? Okay, so this commit so we have already done. Now I'll, okay, I want to check in which branch I am in. Okay, So the meaning of branch is which person or which developer is doing the work. Okay, here what is the master is doing the work, okay, on all the files that are there. Now suppose I want to create another person like Aman, you want to create, who will do the changes. So I'll write like this: git branch minus p Aman. 1 second, there is some problem. Okay, so it is, sorry, the name is this, the command is this, sorry, git checkout minus p Aman. Okay, so as soon as I wrote this command, now what will happen, all the things that were there in, that were created by the master, okay, master branch, okay, that were created by the master branch, that will be automatically copied by the, by this person, that is Aman. Okay, or you can say this like this: Aman is as a second branch. Okay, so now what will I do? Now I'll write this command: git branch. Okay, so now it is showing me that Aman is currently working on the file right now. So this person Aman is working on a different copy. Just remember this: Aman is not working on the copy that was made by this master. Okay, that was made by this master, although it is showing me only one file over here. Okay, but as soon as I change my branch, then it will show me the file of my master. Like, what will I do? Okay, I'll do the changes. Okay, changes done by Aman. Okay, I have written this: changes done by Aman. Okay, and I'll see git status. So you can see that as that file, okay, has been added to the staging area, so that's why like it kept track that this file has been modified. Now what will I do? I'll commit it: git commit. Okay, uh, file.txt. Okay, and I'll write the message that this commit has been done by Aman. Okay, this, okay, this is the first commit done by Aman. Okay, I'll save this. Okay, so I did, and now I'll check the git status. So I'll see that all the changes, okay, that are done, that is done by Aman, has been saved by git. Now what will I do? I will get out of this branch. Now suppose Aman wants to work, oh sorry, that master want to work, okay, in his version of file. So what will we do? Get checkout. Okay, I'll write master. Okay, so now what has happened, that masters, okay, now this directory will show me, this first git will show me the file, okay, the version that was being used by master. Okay, so when I open this file, then you will see that the changes that was done by Aman is not shown over here. Okay, the changes that were done by Aman, that are not shown over here. And if we see git status, okay, so here it is showing nothing to change. All right, because no changes has been done over here. Okay, so okay, now if I want that whatever changes that were done by that Aman, okay, I want those changes to be reflected in my in my master branch. Okay, so that also I can do. For that I have to use this command: git merge. Okay, git merge, and then I'll write the branch name, that is Aman. Okay, so when I wrote this, now what will happen? I'll see what. Okay, so whatever things, okay, whatever things that were uh, done by Aman, okay, now it will be reflected in this master also. So see, now it is showing me changes done by Aman. Okay, so in this way you can see that the changes that were done by Aman now has been reflected to my master branch also. Okay, and okay, so this is the way we can combine or we can merge two branches with each other. All right, so we'll see. Okay, git log, we'll see git log for file.txt. Okay, so you can see that in commit it is showing that like this commit is also being shown over here, that like this commit has been done by Aman. Okay, so that is the way we do like version control using git. Okay, we create like every developer who want to do the changes to the, okay, the folder. Okay, what he will do, he will work on his own version of that file. Okay, he will not do the changes in the original file that is over there. But that doesn't mean that git is copying this file and then the changes are being made. Okay, git is using its own way of keeping creating different versions. Okay, so that space is not wasted. Okay, so git is doing all the things by its own for maintaining the versions of a file. Okay, so what is the advantage of this? Guys, 1 minute. All right, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so okay, so like this was the way we were doing version control. So like what is the advantage of this, that we can go to any version of my file. Okay, so suppose I want now that the changes that were done by Aman, I don't want that. I want till the part, okay, I want to get back out of it. Okay, so what will I do? Git checkout, I'll write this hash and write the name of the file. Okay, so now what will happen, I'll come back to my own version of my file. Okay, so okay, so like this is the advantage of git. So you can see that now the file was modified, so it is showing me that it has been modified. Okay, so I have come back to my previous commit. Okay, so like I can create one more commit, okay, for saving this. So like that will depend like whether I should do it or not. Okay, uh okay, so like there is one more way in which like suppose I want that like see, suppose I want to go to the first version of my file, git log. Okay, git log file.txt. Okay, so this was my first commit. What I want like this, I want to see this first file. Okay, I want to see the first version of my file. Okay, the first commit that was done, and I don't want my current file to be modified. Okay, I want to save whatever was there in this, okay, in this first commit in a separate file. So that also I can do, that I can do like this. Okay, git show, I'll copy this hash. Okay, so I have come back to, okay, this is not my first commit, this is my second commit. Okay, so I want what I want, that my first commit should come in a separate file, okay, with a different name. So git show, I will use git show. I'll paste sorry, 1 second, git log first dot One second. Okay, so these are the logs. So this is my first commit. Now what will I do? I will use this command git show. I'll copy this and okay, I'll specify the directory which the name, okay, file.txt. Then I will redirect its output to a new file. So I'll name this file as my first.txt. Okay, so as soon as I run this command, the first commit will be stored in this first file. So this is my first line that was, so this is like my first commit or the first version of my file. All right, so like this is the way we use git. Okay, and the advantage of git is that suppose you delete a file, okay, suppose you delete this file, okay, so you can get back that file. Okay, suppose you deleted this file. Now I'll see git status. Okay, so it is showing me that this file has been deleted, but what I can do, I can just see the logs, git logs for file.txt. Okay, it is not showing. Okay, changes not staged. Why this is showing? Yeah, we can get back the file also, but what has happened over here? Okay, so like this thing we'll see later because I've done some mistake in this. I'll uh, I'll restore this file for now. Okay, how we get back the deleted file, we'll see that later. Okay, so for now I got back the file. Okay, so as soon as I got back the file, um, now I can see the logs. Okay, git log first dot, sorry, file dot txt. So we can see, if I see git status, okay, so it has shown me that this is untracked file. So this was a temporary file that I created. I can just delete this and git status all right. So now it is showing that like this file has been modified, this has to be committed. So what I'll do, I'll commit this, git commit, I'll write the file name -p -m fourth commit. Okay, okay, I have committed the file. I'll check the status, git status. Okay, and now I'll try to delete the file and let's see whether it will be able to get back the file or not. Git status. Okay, so it is showing me that it has been deleted. Git log file dot txt. Okay, okay, it is not able to get. Okay, so I guess if the file is deleted, we won't be able to get back, but I know like there is a way to get back this deleted file also. Okay, so I'll check dir. So now I have the file. Now if I check the log file.txt, so now I can see the versions of my file. Okay, now I'll tell you one more thing. Like suppose like this is a like directory that I created. Like have you created your account in this github.com? I told you to create this. Okay, so no problem. Like if you haven't created, then you just create all the things. Okay, so like we did that regression analysis. Okay, you know, in last class we did designation classes. So what I did, I created a repository over here for that. So okay, so if you want that, you want to copy this directory or repository into your computer, so you can just download that. Okay, you can just download the zip. Okay, so one way is this, another way is like this: you copy this URL, okay, and in whatever folder you want to copy all the contents of this, okay, okay, of all this directory. So what you will do that okay, so you will go to that directory. So I am in this directory. Okay, this first git, I'll use this command git clone. Okay, and like if you want to copy the repository link, you have to go over here, code, and okay, so this is the link of the repository. So okay, I'll just write this command. So as soon as I wrote this command, what will happen, that all the folders will be displayed over here. So you can see that this ML projects has come over here. Okay, and inside this regression and all these things have come. Okay, so just remember this command, this git clone. This you can do. Now, like we have, okay, now suppose I want that, okay, I'll delete this ML projects for now because I already have the copy of it. Okay, but I just told you that if you want to okay, get a directory, okay, on your system, then you can use this git clone. Okay, now let's see the git status. Okay, so everything is saved, so there is nothing to commit right now. So can you tell me in which state is my this file right now? It is in which state right now? Okay, so it will be in the unmodified state. Okay, so as soon as I do some modification, it will come to the modified state. Okay, uh, now suppose what you want that like when you create your this GitHub account, then you can create your repository. So I'll show you how we will create a repository. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so you will go to this repository, and you'll just type this new. Okay, you'll type this new repository. So I'll write like this, test one. Okay, so test one I'll use. Okay, I'll write public over here, or I can also keep it private. So if I keep this private, then what will happen, that no one will be able to see my repository. Okay, if I keep it as public, then everyone will be able to see. Okay, so no problem, I'll keep it as private, and then I'll do like this, create repository. Okay, so this repository has been created. Now what I want my, like, this first git repository to be copied into this test1 folder. Okay, so how will I do that? First, what will I do, I will add the link of this, okay, this https link of this git. Okay, and then I will write git remote add origin. Okay, so origin is the name that I will use. Okay, so you can consider origin as a variable which will store this link. Okay, which will store this link. So this is the command, git remote add origin, and I'll copy the repository where. Okay, now what I want, that my this master, like master branch, git master, sorry, git branch. Okay, I want my master branch to be okay, to be copied to this test1 repository. Okay, so how will I do that? I will write like this, git push. Okay, I'll use this push command, and I'll write where I want to push. I'll write the origin. Okay, so this is the URL where I want to push, and which branch I want to push, I'll write that branch. So okay, so when I wrote this command, it will ask me for my credential. I'll fill in my credential. Aman, just give me 1 second. Gmail.com. And oh, sorry, this is wrong. So there is some authentication error. I'll do it again. Okay, I'll write like this. gmail.com, and I'll write my password. So I have written my username and password. Then what will happen? This file now will be copied over here. Okay, so okay, so now you can access this okay, in your this GitHub. All right, and also you can see the commits. Okay, if you click the fourth commit, okay, it can also show you all the commits that has been done in the file, okay, in this. So that is the way in which you copy all your code into GitHub. Now suppose you created your Python notebooks, okay, and you can use this command git push, okay, okay, to this to your GitHub repository, okay, whichever you have created online. Okay, now suppose I want that I'm working online now. Okay, so now this repository has been modified by someone. Okay, I'll modify it online. Okay, so I'll write like this file has been modified online. Okay, suppose this file has been modified, and I'll, okay, here you are seeing that commit directly to the master branch, so it will be committed to the master branch. Okay, so now there is some, okay, there is some change that is done in this file dot text. Okay, now what I want this change to be reflected in my this local repository. Okay, so for that I will use git pull command, git pull origin master. Okay, I'll use this command, and again I'll write my credentials. Okay, so that's correct. Okay, so by using this command, what will happen, that the changes that were made online now has been um, reflected in my local repository. Now if I check the git status, okay, git log for my file, okay, so you can see that the commit that was done online, okay, that is also shown over here. See, like I did the 4 commit, then there was another commit that was done, and this commit was done online. All right, so, and you can write q, so it will come out of this commit. All right friends, so that was it in this git session. Now, okay, so like what you want to do, okay, why I have told you this git, it's because that you should, like, any, like, suppose you created your code, okay, my code, you created my code for regression, you created your code for regression. Okay, so now what you need to do, you should push, okay, you should push all these files in the git repository like I have done. Okay, I have shown you earlier that if I go to the ML projects, okay, so what I have done, I have pushed my changes into this repository, and when I will create my resume, okay, I'll specify this GitHub link. Okay, so anybody who will go to this and I have made this repository as public. Okay, I have made this repository as public, so anyone can come and view this. Now what will happen, that when you will include this link in your resume, okay, any employer will go to your like ML projects, and he will see like what all projects you have done in machine learning. So he will see your Jupyter notebooks, and he will see that whatever things that you did. Okay, so this will be helpful in like building your portfolio, so that employers can get to know that you are working in machine learning. Okay, so I'll encourage you all to like push, okay, upload your notebooks in GitHub, and the process I have shown you, you have to use this push, okay, push command. Okay, all right, so that would be it in this session. um, you please practice all these things that we have discussed, and try to upload your Jupyter notebooks, okay, online. Okay, so all right, so thank you all for participating in the session. And there is one second, there is one okay, you have written, okay, 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 perfect. Okay, so you just upload these Jupyter notebooks in this GitHub. All right, so okay, thank you everyone, thank you all for participating, and we'll meet on Monday. Okay, so till then, bye bye everyone.